A very, very good afternoon to you all, sir. I welcome all the audience present over here to the 23rd series of the webinar being conducted by Committee for Members in Practice. It is my honor to act as a moderator here for today's session. Today's session will be chaired by C. Abhishek Jain. A brief profile of his is as follows. His professional background is he is a practicing chartered accountant having more than 17 years of experience and partner at Kerashan Jain and Company, having offices at Delhi, Mumbai, Indore, and Raipur. He has been a special invitee on various ICA committees, including the Direct Tax Committee and co-opted member in the NIRC of ICI. His speaking and contributions are as such. He has delivered over 500 sessions in direct taxes and MSME matters across India. He is featured on national news channel for discussion on various aspects of taxation. Besides this, he has been honored by government, private and social organizations for contributions to taxation and awareness efforts, including C&AG, EPCC India, FIEO, and more. He has been a panel speaker for Yes Bank on legal matters and for prestigious bodies like CAG, EPCC India, and FIEO. His publications and education qualifications are as under. He has contributed to the internal audit checklist and guidance note on the tax audit published by ICI. He has been a faculty member for direct tax and author of taxation books, written articles for publications like ICI Journal and the CEO magazine. He has conducted numerous sessions for students of professional courses, including MCS, orientation, and MSOP. With these words, I hand over to Shri Abhishek Jain, sir. Please take over, sir.
Thanks a lot, Tamra sir, for your wonderful words. Thanks to our committee for members in practice, our Honorable President and Vice President Ranjit Sarananda sir, Chairman of the committee, our beloved Rohit Ruwatia ji, and Vice Chairman Umesh ji, and of course our tech support Namrata ma'am, Priyanshu ji, those who really make this session really wonderful, and of course members will get benefited from these type of programs that are regularly conducted by ICAI. Nowadays, we can say this is again a season of tax audit. And number of queries received by members, even of course those who are a speaker and those who are really delivering and contributing towards the profession. And I also have received various queries. Based on that, I will discuss intricacies involved in tax audit. And before we directly proceed for the session, friends, one sincere request to all of you. When you are going to do the audit, irrespective whether it is statutory audit or the tax audit, sincere request to please have a latest KYC of all the stakeholder in the sense like directors, partners. If partnership has been changed, then definitely you should have a new partnership. Otherwise, it is very difficult to face the issue if it is being raised by any governing authority. So before we directly do the audit and sign the report, please do the KYC. And of course, we should have a supporting with us to justify our working. Now, I'm just going to start the intricacies. We'll discuss the intricacies, just release a tax audit book as well. So just sharing the slide with all of you, and definitely we will have 10 to 15 minutes for the question answer session. That will be even handled by professional competency, our Tamra sir. Wait for a while. I'm just sharing the slide with all of you.
Yes, it's visible, sir.
Wait. I believe Tamra sir, just give me a note whether it is visible or not.
Yes, sir. It is very much visible. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Please go ahead.
Now, first, I am not going to discuss the each and every clause because we have a very limited time. And of course, the mother section of our tax audit, none other than section 44AB. And 44AB itself have various challenges. And definitely, I will ask you some question you will keep in your mind. And I believe if we have chat box over here and you are allowed to put a comment on the chat box, then definitely I will love to see your comment in the chat box itself. So here 44AB contains the 5 clause. First clause definitely relates to business. And it says turnover over and above 1 crore rupees. Definitely, we have a proviso with us that states that with effect from assessment year 21-22, if turnover is up to 10 crores and some condition is satisfied, some in the sense if your cash receipt or cash payment does not exceed 5% of the total receipt and payment, mind it, it's total receipt or payment, whether partners, it is partners contribution, payment for fixed asset, whatever it may be. The word which is used over here is the payment or receipt. So you should not be confused with the term turnover, right? So it is very much clear. I believe it is very much clear to all of you. Now, the next, my question to all of you, if you are allowed, please comment in the chat box. If your assessee, if you see the tally and see the cash ledger account, then you see is very well covered with the proviso, and cash receipt is not exceeding 5%, and as well as payment. So my question is, if this particular criteria is satisfied, means your cash receipt and payment does not exceed 5% of total receipt or payment, whether any chartered accountant are allowed to do audit, tax audit under the respective section of 44AB. So if you are allowed to put a comment in the chat box, fine enough. If not allowed, then think twice whether we are allowed. I will answer within a few seconds. This is just for your calculation. So my answer is, if you are doing audit, so how will you justify it? Friends and my respected seniors, those who have joined, again, my sincere request, we all should have MRL with us. If you are doing audit, so if you are able to see this particular yellow line, in case assessee is not sure of his receipt, because you are not supposed to do audit. But reason being, in finance bill, it was well mentioned that 5% clause is there and up to 10 crores, assessee are not required to get his books of accounts audited. But when bills converted into act, one proviso again added. This was what it is. It is. If you can read it out, let me pick the virtual pen. Provided further that for the purpose of this clause, the payment or receipt, as the case may be, by a check drawn on a bank or by a bank draft, which is not account pay, mind it, which is not account pay, shall be deemed to be the payment or receipt as the case may be in cash, right? So वो cash treat किया जाएगा. So meaning thereby, if you are doing audit, sometimes it happens. It happens. Assessee wants our bankers are required 3CD form, audit report. But without knowing that, without knowing the provision, if we are signing the audit report, it will be again a great challenge for all of us. Even though I have incorporated my observation of ICAI in my latest book of tax audit close by close, what are the views expressed by our parent body ICAI, where we are doing mistake. It was well covered in my book. So If you are doing audit in these type of cases and assessee has not showed, see, you should have this line in MRL. Mind it, you should have. This is not exhaustive paragraph. This is inclusive paragraph. Assessee will write, we are not sure of the receipt of sales consideration of invoices, checks, draft below rupees 2 lakhs. I will take you through why 2 lakhs. Each to be being account pay or not, as the customer office staff have deposit the same into my account without showing to me or the management. Meaning thereby assessee is not sure whether the check has been deposited in my account, whether it was account pay or not. So I cannot say whether it is account pay or not. If it is not account pay, it will be comes under the definition of the cash for this particular clause. So it will even this 5% calculation will affected by this particular line. So by this, we have authority to sign the audit report. Even comfortably, we can say if this line is in our MRL, so definitely. So friends, very important line. This is just proceeding for the next slide. So mind it, it is very important of having MRL. MRL includes not only this line, we have a number of paragraphs in the MRL. If someone wants, definitely we will through with the ICAI, the help of ICAI, you can write to our members in practice office period or the committee members. They will send it to you. You can write me on my email ID. We will try to help out our each and every member ICI doing so from since so many years. So it is all the benefit of the profession. So now second 44AB, carrying on profession shall, if his gross receipt professional 50 lakhs से ज़्यादा है, fine enough. I will not discuss in detail. Carrying on the business, if the profit and gains from the business are deemed to be the profit and gains from the section 44A, BB, this is again, these are the section well-defined presumptive sections, and is claimed his income to be lower than the profit or gains so deemed to be the profit and gains of the business as the case may be in the previous year. Meaning thereby what is the defined income is defined in presumptive sections. If assessee is claiming that they have a lower income, then audit will be there. Section is 44A, BB, BBB. Now D clause with respect to 44 ADA. Right? If assessee wants to claim lower income, what is specified under section 44 ADA, and its total income exceeds the maximum amount not chargeable to tax, definitely audit will be there. So fine enough. No, not trying to discuss much more in these sections. E clause, that is section 44 AD4. If any assessee opting 44 AD and in any respective assessment year he wants to opt out from the 44 AD section, then after succeeding 5 years, he or she needs to get his books of accounts audited, individual HUF, right? From the 44 AD applicability, needs to get his books of accounts audited, and of course 44 AA as well. So this is the tuning of the section 44 AB. Now my question to all of you. We have wrap up well in time this particular, because all of you know about the clauses of section 44 AB. So now answer my question. Here I will write C, an assessee, individual assessee A, having turnover 80 lakhs, right? And he is having income 3,90,000, right? Now my question is, A assessee, individual assessee, turnover 80 lakhs, In assessment year, let's say 24, 25, having income of 3,90,000. My question is whether he is having a textile business, trading of clothes, well covered under 44 AD, well covered. Now, whether tax audit required or not. Again, I am repeating, turnover is 80 lakhs, income is 3.90 lakhs, whether tax audit required, because it is below 6% or 8%, right? 6%, if I say, it is 4,80,000. 6% of 80 lakhs. So whether audit required or not. So I believe chat box is not open. So I'm answering, giving you the few seconds, and might possible someone is having in this particular case say audit is required, yes, and someone says audit is not required. Those who are in the opinion that audit is required, so I must say we are doing mistake. There is nowhere it is mentioned in the 44AB, clause is in front of you. There are 5 clauses under 44AB. All are in front of you on the slide itself. So those who are saying yes, so under which clause it will come under? Under which clause this particular situation will be covered? Let's assume we are doing audit and we need to file the tax audit report. We need to select the particular section for 44AB. Then which clause you will select? Which clause? A, B, C, D, E. A is this one. Wait for a while. A is this one. Right? 1 crore, above 1 crore audit is required. B is carrying on profession 50 lakhs above. This 50 lakhs or 1 crore, 44 AD, an ADA limit has been increased. We will discuss later on that particular part. Now, C clause is presumptive income 44 AE, BB, triple B. 44 AB, D clause, para, what it says, 44 ADA clause, if assessee wants to declare lower income, and E clause if assessee has been opted out from 44 AB. So what do you think? Under which clause it will be covered? Nowhere it is mentioned in the 44 AB. So friends, you cannot do audit under these clause if this particular situation arises. Right? It is not required at all. If we are doing a mistake. If turnover is below 1 crore, then assessee need not maintain any 6% or 8% requirement, as said by section 44 AD. And if those who have said not required, so can guide me why not required? As I told you, I already answered. There is no clause in the 44 AB, right? There is no clause under 44 AB. So, sir, even we are doing we are doing this particular practice since so many years. So whether we were wrong or what else, friends, it was not like that. Up to 2016, this clause was well there situated under D. Let me show you that particular clause because it is very important clause. I am just stopping this particular slide and now opening the income tax slide, income tax website for your ease of reference so that you will be able to know. I believe It is visible. Website is visible. Tamra sir, can you give me a
Yes,
note?
sir, it's visible. Yeah.
Right. So nowadays, even it is very easy to operate website. Even that मोटी books not required at all. Income tax act हम पीछे लगा के रखते थे कई बार से भी पूछते हैं सर आप पीछे बुक्स नहीं रखते तो अभी सारी बुक्स सामने हमारे पास होती है मैडम भी दिखाई दे रही है आपको स्टिल हम उस पर नहीं जा रहे we need to just concentrate on our particular theme only. So see now this is the Income Tax Act. I see minutely what I'm going to change over here. I am just selecting 2016 and writing 44AB. I'm just showing you why it is there audit not required. 44AB 2016 Finance Act, right? This 44AB. See, now be with me, friends, be with me. See, if you are able to see this 44AB D close, right? I'm just reading it out. Carrying on the business share if the profit and gains from the business are deemed to be the profit and gains of such person, section 44AB, and he has claimed such income to be lower than the profit and gains, so deemed to be the profit and gains of his business, and his income exceed the maximum amount which is not chargeable to Income Tax Act. Friends, it was well mentioned 44AD in 2016 Finance Act. Meaning thereby, if you want to declare lower income under section 44AB and your total income is exceeding amount not chargeable to tax, audit was mandatory till 2016 Finance Act. Now, what about the latest provision? See, now I'm just Finance Act 2023. That is relevant for us for this particular audit of assessment year 2024-25. Now see, please be with me. Here we have just read out 2016 Finance Act, right? 44AD is mentioned under D clause. Now here D clause. This one. Can you find out the section 44AD over here? Not at all. The 44AD is replaced with 44ADA. Friends, nowhere it is mentioned that if you are declaring lower income, then you need to get your books of accounts audited under section 44AB. I am just again reading it out. D clause of Finance Act 2023. After 2016, it was got changed. Carrying on the profession now. Earlier it was carrying on the business. See the difference. Carrying on the business, right? 2016. Now carrying on the profession. If the profit and gains from the profession are deemed to be the profit and gains of the such person under section 44 ADA, and he has claimed such income to be lower than the profit and gains so deemed to be the profit and gains of his profession, and his income exceed the maximum amount which is not chargeable to income tax any previous year. So friends, if you are doing audit with particular respect, please don't do that. Otherwise, it will be very difficult for us to maintain the professional dignity and some other consequences as well. So nowhere it is mentioned. So nutshell, I'm just telling it out that if your assessee being an individual and HUF and a firm having any income, whether it is below 6% to 8%, if turnover is up to 1 crore, then there is no requirement of audit. Yes, of course, you need to maintain the full account. You need to submit the balance sheet as per the requirement of section 44AA. Right? So even you can see, this is the 2016 Finance Act. Here it is mentioned 2044AB D clause shall be inserted after D clause. This was again 44AD. So up to 2016, it was well there. Now it is not there. So please be cautious. Precaution should be taken as even today's intricacies and the precaution of the tax audit, I will let you know many more things that we need to take care of. Now, this is the important discussion as far as we all professionals are concerned, right? So, wait for a while. This entire screen, I will select it out so there will not be any difficulty. Entire screen. Share now. Now, slide is visible, Tamra sir, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, thank you. So these are the 5 clauses. Now, moving to next slide. Amendment through Finance Act 2023. Friends, Finance Act is well applicable for the assessment year 24-25, the year under consideration for the tax audit. It well said that 44 AD limit increased from 2 crores to 3 crores, provided 5% of total turnover should not be in cash, meaning thereby in cash, the cash receipt does not exceed 5% of the total turnover or gross receipt, right? Mind it, friends. The word, it is mentioned that the receipt or turnover, not payment. So here payment word is not there as far as this particular amendment is concerned. We need not go through with the payment side. And as far as 44 ADA is concerned, the limit has been also increased from 50 lakhs to 75 lakhs with the same condition of the 5%. So it was amended. You can take the benefit of the presumptive income. Now, next, very important, friends, this is, we should even take as a first slide. Tax auditor should consider the following. It would be advisable for the tax auditor to consider the following. What these points are, please be with me. If there is any difference in the opinion of the tax auditor and that of the assessee in respect of any information furnished in Form 3CD, the tax auditor should state both the viewpoint. If there is a difference in opinion, para 3 or para 5, right? We should consider that if there is a difference of opinion. If any particular clause in Form 3CD is not applicable, he should state that the same is not applicable. Fine enough. In case the assessee fails to provide full particulars about a particular clause, should we stop the entire tax audit report? No, not at all. Then the tax auditor should not withhold the whole audit report. In such case, he can qualify his report on the matters in respect of which information is not furnished to him, like para 3, para 4, para 5. In case the auditor relies on a judicial pronouncement, he may mention the fact as his observation in Form 3CA, 3CB, as the case may be. Right? These are the particular things. And of course, MRL and engagement letter. Don't forget to get it. Friends, sometimes it is again a challenging task. So to prepare MRL for different assessee, I must advise that most of the clauses will remain same except some amount and the critical issues. So you should have a standard format of MRL or engagement letter, so that we can take a precaution for any adverse situation, against any adverse situation. MRL very essential. If this is again a company auditor, I must request when you are going to send any balance sheet, signing for balance sheet and P&L, of course, you should attach MRL along with that. So it will get signed at that moment of time without any hassles. And whatever you want to write legally in that particular MRL, write that. Because assessee will always be in position, sir, मेरे को पता नहीं है. So to mitigate these situation, we all should have MRL. If you want, I will try to provide you MRL, standard MRL. You can change whenever it is required. So this is again very important discussion right now. Now moving towards the next. This is again an interesting part. We all know, I am not discussing 3CA, 3CB, but still one question 3CA, where audit is required, we need to find the 3CA of not if individual, then 3CB. My question to all of you. Friends, we all know in 2017, 18, 18, 19, we did tax audit and it was signed by us. After that, that provision was removed. So if any auditor did the tax audit, GST audit, so which form need to file 3CA or 3CB for the GST audit? If any SSC, we did GST audit 9 and 9C. In 2017-18 gone, but still it's a point of discussion. So what do you think, that form will be 3CA or 3CB? What do you think? My view is it will be 3CB. Sir, ऐसा क्यों? Sir, 9 and 9C is not a financial audit. It's a reconciliation. It's a reconciliation. So mind it, we need to be very careful while selecting. Sir, हमने तो कर दिया, कोई बात नहीं, कर दिया तो leave it. Now, so in my book, page number 57, I also write the situation where it seems that Form 3CA should be there, but it is not like that. Like in a case, if you can see, first case, company with a different financial year, right? Then 3CA will not be there. Newly incorporated company, right? We all know 15 months financial will go together. So in this particular situation, company converted to LLP, 3CA not required. Company wound up, not required. GST audit requirement, we have already discussed this. So in this situation, it is not required. It seems that 3CA should be there, but it is not like that. Now, one more important point, intricacies. Auditor management responsibility statement. Friends, I will show you observation. Let me check it out. Here I have not covered even ICAI observation on the audit report. I'm just reading out what is mentioned. I should even incorporate in this particular slide itself, but just trying to see. Give me a few, 1 or 2 seconds. I'm just sharing with you what is written over there in the book itself. I have write in my book the very eye-opening statement given by the, I believe I have, it is the given over here. See what is mentioned by ICAI observation, page number 58 of the book. While reviewing the various tax audit report, it was observed that many of the tax audit report did not have the paragraphs relating to assessee's responsibility and the tax auditor's responsibility as required by SA 700. We all know we should even, like in statutory audit, we give the full independent report while mentioning the auditors and the management responsibility. As we, in this particular tax audit report, there is no format where we can mention in this particular thing, but still we can mention either in the para 3 or 5 or 3CA, 3CB. Right? Next line. First, it was not mentioned. Sometimes what happened, auditors are used to annex a separate sheet and mention the auditors and the auditee's responsibility and attached with the attachment. So will it appropriate? Will it appropriate what is mentioned C in the B column? Some of the tax audit reports contained a reference about the attached notes report which mentioned these paragraphs, thereby complying with the requirement of SA 700. However, As per the guidance note on the tax audit, the same are specifically required to be mentioned, reported under clause 3 of number 3CA or 5 of 3CB. It is clearly mentioned. Separate attachment they are doing, but according to guidance note, it should be either in the clause 3 of 3CA or 5 of 3CB. We should be very careful, and you should have a proper language, tax auditor and auditor responsibility, and keep a separate file in a Word format. And whenever you are going to find any audit report, just copy it and paste it in the particular respective field. Very important, friends, very important. So it is again a precaution while before filing any tax audit report. Right? These are the management auditor responsibility, and the what we have discussed so far, that should be properly placed in the respective process. Right. Now, next. Auto applicability of the following provision in case of the tax audit. Sometimes what happen, individual HUF, if there is a tax audit, and automatically few compliances will trigger, like ICDS, income computation disclosures standards, automatically get activated, will automatically get activated. So very careful. We need to, in case of specifically individual HUF. So if we are filing audit report for the assessee who is individual HUF, then we need to take care of all the ICDS, whether they are applicable. Even there is again a separate column in the tax audit report for the ICDS and the effect on the P&L. ICDS effect on the P&L. So very careful while dealing with all these things. Reporting in SFT, it will again individual HUF, SFT will trigger. And third, section 80JJAA, very important section. Friends, I must say, being a professional, sometimes it happens, Tamra sir, some assessee ask us to please plan some proper deduction. How can we plan the tax tax minimization through proper planning? So 80JJAA will be again your cup of tea. Earlier, it was applicable only on the manufacturing industry. Now it is applicable to service as well. You can have a separate additional deduction for the salaries paid to the additional staffs apart from the original salary. So the amount will be again very high based on the calculation given under section 80JJAA. But you should be very careful. This deduction can be claimed only after it is certified by chartered accountant. It's our privilege that we are allowed to certify some financial things. But again, when there is a certification, we should be very careful, because one case was filed against one CA because of this section only. Might possible some it will be sorted out or the because based on the documentation part, but still might be query can be asked by the governing authority. But while calculating the entire deduction, we should be very careful. We have a total supporting with us, and after that we can issue a certificate. This is again a part of planning, 80JJAA. So it's auto triggered whenever there is again a tax audit. Now my question to all of you, again interesting question. Sometime it happened. Let's take an example. Section 44 AD, right? Your assessee has opted 44 AD. So can you tell me whether TDS is required to get deducted? My question is, in case any assessee opted for 44 AD, so whether TDS is required to get deducted or not? Might possible some of our respected members or the seniors answered yes, and someone rest of the answer from the rest is no. सर आज तक तो काटा नहीं 44AD में, अब क्या काटेंगे? ऐसा हो सकता है। कुछ 2 सेकंड के लिए छोड़ रहा हूं, आप सोचिए काटना है कि नहीं काटना। अच्छा, अब मैं आता हूं दोज हु आर सेइंग नो, बिकॉज और मैं आपको बता दूं, चलो कैसे होगा टैक्स ऑडिट के केस में। मैं आपको टर्नओवर भी यहाँ पे मेंशन कर दूं। टर्नओवर द ऑफ द असेसी, turnover the of the assessee is 1.25 crore. Now in this case, this is the individual turnover is 1.25 crores. Now in this case, if he has opted, he can opt the 44AD. 44AD where the TDS is required to get deducted. He has opted 44AD. Opted yes. Now TDS is required to deducted or not. Answer, someone is saying no and someone is saying yes. Friends, those who are saying no, absolutely incorrect. जी हाँ, those who are saying no, सर बहुत बड़ी दिक्कत हो जाएगी। सबसे बड़ा जो प्रॉब्लम है इनकम टैक्स में, सबसे बड़ा जो मेरे को लगता है, दिस इज नाम ही टीडीएस है उसका। इट विल बी अगेन ए ग्रेट रीजन बीइंग, मैं आपको बताता हूँ, फ्रॉम 2020 some changes was done, section 194I, C, J, the section which is mentioned above, C and H. Some changes was there. Earlier it was written, in case of an individual HUF, an assessee who is having tax audit are required to deduct TDS. But after 2020, the framing of the sentence for all these sections was like this. In case of an individual HUF whose turnover exceed 1 crore, ऐसा लिख दिया है, whose turnover exceed 1 crore, वहां पे टीडीएस कटेगा। सो यहां ऐसा वर्ड नहीं है। नाउ देयर इज नो वर्ड दैट मेंशन टैक्स ऑडिट, इट इज मेंशन दैट turnover exceed 1 crore, and in this particular situation, this situation is well covered in this particular clause. Now in this case, the assessee who has opted 44AD are required to deduct TDS, as required to deduct TDS. अच्छा सर, क्या फर्क पड़ता है? टीडीएस नहीं भी काटा तो डिसअलाउंस तो होना नहीं, होता है क्या 44AD में? इज देयर एनी डिसअलाउंस अंडर सेक्शन 44AD? एनीवन हैव डिड इन द पास्ट एनी डिसअलाउंस विद रेस्पेक्ट टू 44AD? नहीं सर। तो फिर सर क्यों भेजा मारी कर देगा? टीडीएस काटने का ही नहीं, डिसअलाउंस भी नहीं है। सर असेसी इन डिफॉल्ट, सीधा जेल है। डिसअलाउंस हमारा कंसर्न नहीं है, हमारा कंसर्न है असेसी इन डिफॉल्ट। So if there is associate default, prosecution is there. So be cautious. सर मैं डरा नहीं रहा हूं, कहीं सोच रहे हैं डर रहे हैं, मैं डरा नहीं रहा। मैं सर अब तो कर दिया हमने, काटा नहीं, टीडीएस कटा नहीं, एसएससी ने काटे, नॉट एन इशू एट ऑल, बट फॉर द फ्यूचर कंप्लायंस वी नीड टू बी वेरी केयरफुल, राइट? Whatever we can do best for our profession, we should, even we must, right? So this is the situation in case of 44AD. If turnover is over and above 1 crore, TDS is there, right? Now one more question, ये टर्नओवर 1 करोड़ का लास्ट ईयर का देखना है, करंट ईयर का देखना है? सर इंटरकेसेस डिस्कस कर रहे हैं हम, ये सब ऐसी चीजें हैं वी फॉरवर्ड टू फॉलो। टर्नओवर विल बी सीन फॉर द लास्ट ईयर। तो सर ये जो 1 करोड़ वाला जो टैक्स ऑडिट अप्लीकेबल होगा नहीं होगा, ये कौन से ईयर का देख रहा है? दिस इज फॉर द करंट ईयर। So there is a difference if you want to see the TDS last year and the if you want to see check out whether tax audit is applicable, you need to see current year turnover, right? So this is the finding. Wait for a while, just having a sip of water. Wait for a while. Now recharged once again. Now, one more thing. Any exemption, amendment, TDS provision, I have already right, and we have discussed this particular thing in our last slide. So moving towards the next one. So see, one question from my side. Please be with me. Let's assume two things. तामरा सर,
Yes, sir.
सर मैं सॉरी आपके बिना परमिशन के आपका नाम ले रहा हूँ क्योंकि आप ही मेरे को दिखाई दे रहे हैं।
Thank you, please go.
With your
Please
due
go ahead.
permission,
Yeah, please go ahead, sir.
तामरा सर
जी.
are getting remuneration from firm that is 25 lakhs, right?
Right.
Now, अब तामरा sir decided and discussed various things about this particular remuneration and its treatment in the books of accounts. He says, sir, Abhishek sir, I will take this 25 lakhs under section 44 ADA because I am chartered accountant and this is the income from business and profession. Literally, it's a professional income. So I will file my return 25 lakhs multiply by 50%. Am I right? 12.5 लाख
8.5, 12.5.
टैक्स दे दूंगा मैं सर। सर ये तो सोचा ही नहीं, तो हम तो ऐसा कर देते, हमारे सब मेंबर्स सोच रहे हैं। मैं इसी दिस इज अगेन अ वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग थिंग। माय फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन, कैन वी क्लेम एनी एक्सपेंसेस फ्रॉम द रेम्यूनरेशन? It will be again an interesting one if chat box was open, so we will have a number of answer over here, but still time taking ho jata wo. We should take care of the time as well, otherwise there will be again a problem as far as time is concerned. Now my question is whether we can claim expenses from the remuneration received from the partnership. It's again someone are taking, someone are not taking, ki not allowed. I am not going that because strictly it is not buried in the act. भूल जाते हैं उसको, मैं नॉर्मली क्लेम नहीं करता। नाउ माय क्वेश्चन अगेन दिस वन, क्या whether we can be show this particular 25 lakhs under 44 ADA? So it was again an interesting case with respect to Periza Zorabian. If you have heard about that particular model, very famous at that, I believe 15 years, 20 years back. It was 22 case. Writ was filed, and they have claimed that we can, I can show this particular income as a professional income, which is specified under section 44AA, and we should treat that. But Bombay High Court denied. They says that this income, this professional income is earned by the firm, not by the partners. So you cannot. So this is the theme that we can discuss. Very important point. किसी का दिमाग चला और उसने क्लेम कर लिया, रिट फाइल कर दी कि सर हम कर सकते हैं, but it was clearly denied. So this is again a very important point that we need to discuss. Now next is now here I will write, वहां पे आंसर दिया हुआ है नेक्स्ट स्लाइड पे, so I will ask from my own. Sir, one more question. XYZ, sir, whether this font is visible in the red color, should I change the color? If it is visible,
It's okay, sir. It's okay.
it's fine enough. XYZ Limited or Private Limited is an IT company, information technology, not income tax. IT company, well mentioned under section 44AA, professional, well covered under professional. They have earned 85 lakhs, turnover is 85 lakhs. Turnover is 85 lakhs. This particular profession of IT information technology is well covered under section 44AA professionally. My question is, whether since it is grossed 50 lakhs and this is a specified profession, should we do audit under section 44AB, clause B? Again, I am repeating my question. This is the right side of the slide. A company XYZ Limited, it's again an information technology company, and running its business and earning income under section 44AA. And total turnover is 85 lakhs, over and above the 50 lakhs. Forward about 75 lakhs has increased, even that is also closed here. So my question is whether they are required to get their books of accounts audited or not. Now, again, there will be again mixed situation, yes or no. So answer is no. Any company or artificial juridical person, mind it, any company or artificial juridical person cannot be treated as a professional, right? So if we have any company, we need to, in this particular situation, then we need to take care of this particular activity. If it is run by the company and having, irrespective of the IT, then turnover, audit turnover will be treated as 1 crore, that is applicable to business, not profession, right? Here it is mentioned that particular clause, both clauses B and D. D that was showing the lower income, right? This is also mentioned over here in the book itself, right? I will read it out. Every person shall not include companies, whether company will come under every person carrying on profession, right? So in this particular profession, so every person shall not include companies or other artificial person, both clauses B or D of the section AB. A D clause, that is lower income side, 44AD. And audit is required. Every person carrying on profession. So question arises whether these two clauses would apply to natural as well as artificial person. Although the inclusive definition of the person is section 231, cover 8 type of person, right? Individual, HUF, AOP, BI, company, right? Firm. It appears that the company or other artificial person cannot carry on a profession, right? This is and so. So it is very much clear in case of a company. This is again an intricacies that we are discussing, and precaution should be taken that it will be treated as the business only. Right? Now, any exemption, that is again 44 ADA. If you are covering under 44 ADA, not audit not required, right? Now, this is again an interesting thing that we need to discuss. C. Clubbing of amount for the purpose of turnover. If assessee are distinct, see, there is again a different definition of the distinct person under GST and the income tax. Under GST, same pen having two branches will be called the distinct person, right? But under income tax act, distinct person will be always be a different pen. So A having pen, B having different pen. Say this number is A, this number is B. For purpose of tax audit, they cannot be clubbed at all. They cannot be clubbed. Now, if same assessee is having two different business, then let's assume Aman having cloth business, having shoe business. In this particular cloth business, 55 lakhs and it's 75 lakhs. And let's assume a turnover for the audit is 1 crore. Right? So what will be the situation in this particular case? Same assessee, pen is same. Pen is same. So it will be clubbed. 1 crore 30 lakhs. If 1 crore above audit is required, then audit should be done. It is well clear. Right? Now, this is more important. Let me remove all the paintings, not calculation. Now see, this is again cloth and profession, which is specified under 44AA. Let's say IT business. IT business. Let's say IT business. Wait for a minute. IT business. Cloth, professional, 44AA and the IT business. This is one business and this is the second business. Now, in first case, let's assume a cloth wala turnover is 65 lakhs. And this wala, forgot about 75 lakhs wala, 75 lakhs. Tax audit. Whether yes or no. Whether yes or no. Should we club together, both of them? Same pen. This is the Aman. Should we club together? No. Both are different. Business and the profession. Tax audit required? No. Now, again, 65 lakhs and this is the 55 lakhs. I am just, this is all the situation has been well covered under the guidance note. Now, in this situation, whether audit is required, same assessee, 65 lakhs and 55 lakhs. Since this is grossed 50 lakhs, since this is grossed 50 lakhs, audit is required, yes. And let's assume 1.20 crore and 30 lakhs.
Yes.
This Tamra said, this particular situation has not been covered under guidance note. About two situation has been well covered. First one and second one, but this one is not covered. So I asked our respected members, then what will be the situation of the tax audit in this particular situation? Sir, as discussed in the point number 2, we believe tax audit should be done. Yes, of course, I am in the same opinion. Might possible somehow it was left not covered, but still my view is in this particular situation audit should be there. Yes. So this is the situation with the different scenario. Right? Now, moving towards, see, this is again an interesting situation. Let's assume, listen me carefully, first of all, before reading the sentences, paragraphs. Again, cloth business. Shoe business. This is 1.5 CR. This is again 1.4 CR. We are just considering 2 crore, right? 44 AD limit. 3 crores, forgot about that. For discussion purpose, we are just taking the 2 crores limit only. Now, tell me whether he can opt for the 44 AD or not. Cloth business, shoe business, even exceeding the 2 crores. Sir, क्लब कर दो. अभी तो डिस्कस किया तो ले नहीं सकते. सर, मैंने जो डिस्कस किया that was discussed for the tax audit limit purpose. Now we are just going through the 44 AD limit. I want I just to draw your kind attention, please, the word eligible business over here. See, eligible assessee can avail section 44 AD in respect of an eligible business, meaning thereby each business will be different. Whose total turnover, meaning thereby each business is different. This is intention of the legislature. I don't think so, but still my interpretation is this is eligible business whose total turnover, meaning thereby if Tamra sir having 2 business over here and each business is below the 2 crores limit, then they can opt 44 AD for the both businesses. Language which is given for the 44 ABD is like this. If let me check it out from the हाथ कंगन को आरसी क्या, पढ़े लिखे को फारसी क्या, तो हम एक बार चेक करते हैं this particular section what is written over here. Even it is again we will discuss few points more for the 44 AD. Sir, site visible है income tax की?
जी सर.
Okay. In case of an eligible assessee engaged in an eligible business, right? As an eligible business, right? This is the theme, not the entire, an eligible business, right? So my view is this is different one, right? So we should be even, but as far as turnover is concerned, we need to club all the business together under the same pane, right? So in order to determine whether the eligible assessee is eligible to opt for 44 AD, the turnover received of all business should not be clubbed together for applying the 2 crores rupees limit, right? applied business right. This is clear from the definition of the eligible business, right? Section 64 of that contains provision as regarded clubbing of spouse income. We all know spouse income, if it is without consideration, it will be clubbed. However, Section 44 AD contains no provision for clubbing of the turnover of the business carried on by the spouse to ascertain if the limit of 2 crores rupees has been exceeded. It will not be clubbed because nowhere mentioned under the 44 AD. Loophole, you can say. Now, one more interesting point that we all need to discuss over here. I believe 44 ADA. First, we will read it out. 44 ADA. Then 44 ADA, we can leave it. Now, my question is, Dr. Subramaniam his professional receipt is डॉक्टर का प्रोफेशन एडवांस मिलता है, हमें फॉलो करना पड़ता है 2-3 साल, बट स्टिल लेट्स 20 lakhs. एंड वो उसने क्या किया, अपने ही नाम से एक मेडिकल स्टोर भी ओपन किया. दवाइयां फॉर सेलिंग आउट द मेडिसिन, और वहां से उसकी जो अर्निंग है दैट इज 40 lakhs. प्रोफेशनल रिसिप्ट 20 lakhs, मेडिकल स्टोर 40 lakhs. My question is, not question, I'm just asking you, 44 AD ट्रेडिंग बिजनेस है एंड 44 ADA, sorry, wait for a while. $44 ADA, मेडिकल स्टोर के लिए 44 AD और प्रोफेशनल रिसिप्ट के लिए 44 ADA, राइट? तो क्या ऐसा किया जा सकता है? $44 ADA and then 44 AD. There again in the situation, professional receipt, he is earning doctor and he is having its medical store outside its clinic, and he is selling out the medicine, and now he wants to he comes to us and he is saying, sir, ek to 44 AD lena hai, ek 44 AD lena hai. So can we do so? My question, few seconds only, think it out. सर हमने तो लिया है, well noted, but still answer is no. The person who has obtained 44 AD, right, simultaneously nahi ho sakta. Reason being, he will, who is not eligible to take the 44 AD? First, the person who is covered under section 44 AA professional. Second, who is earning commission income. Third, agency business. I believe we all must remember. Let me, 44 AD is open over here. The provision of this section not standing anywhere contained in the foregoing provision shall not apply to whom this particular 44 AD apply नहीं होता. A person carrying on, ऐसा नहीं कह रहा कि उस particular business पे apply नहीं होगा. He is saying a person who has covered or carrying on a profession which is specified under section 44AA, मतलब उस पर्सन पर अप्लाई ही नहीं होगा 44AD, is not eligible at all. Doctor is well covered, doctor profession is well covered under 44ADA, meaning thereby professional 44AA. So is not eligible at all. And second person, commission income. And the third person, agency business. Sir, हम तो अदर सोर्सेस में कमीशन इनकम भी दिखाते हैं और उधर 44AD भी लेते हैं. No comment on this. So be careful. We will try to wrap up within 20 minutes, next 20 minutes. And then we will have a question answer session for 20-25 minutes. But still, there are a lot of things that we need to discuss. This is very important point that we need to take care. Sir, I don't know. Even I will discuss one case. You will be surprised how department will derive this information. So if we are thinking that department, how will they know that this commission income? Sir, super calculation, AI is there. Now I believe most of us have received various notices stating that you have a commission income. And we have shown in other sources, they are saying there is again a business income. They are not treating commission as a other sources. They are saying this is the business income. You need to show there is a mismatch. You have shown lesser income, but is specified under 26 AS. They are wrong. They are wrong, but still they have do some calculation based on the AI. Sometimes it is again not in favor of the profession as well as to business, but still they have a number of calculation through by AI and the blockchain. And I will show you after 1 or 2 slides that how we have got the notice 148. You will surprised. ऐसा भी होता है. So this is a clear-cut calculation. Now back to the slide. So this is well covered. Now ADA we can leave it out. Now some whether out-of-pocket expenses, partner share in the profit and remuneration will be part of gross receipt. Sir, partner remuneration, whether it will be part of gross receipt. Let's assume one more case. Again, with the well permission from the Tamra sir. Tamra sir getting remuneration of 80 lakhs from CA firm. Now audit required or not, because they have crossed the limit of 50 lakhs. Audit required. They are getting remuneration from the firm. Again, Peraza Zurabian. It's not Tamra sir, those who are doing the profession. It's a firm that doing the profession. So this particular limit will not be applicable to Tamra sir. Mind it, friends. These are some questions that should have answer. Right? So out-of-pocket expenses required by CA, solicitor, advocates as a part of the consolidated fees. Let's assume our audit fees is 100 and 10 rupees is the out-of-pocket expenses and we are charging 110 in our bill. Then consolidated fees will be part of the gross receipt. According to ICAI guidance note, the following shall not be included in the gross receipt. What will not be included? Out-of-pocket expenses collected separately from the client, separately, not included, from the client by solicitor, advocate, CA, and credited to a separate account and utilized for making payments, stamp duties, whatever it may be. So this will not be part of gross receipt. Next is partners are getting remuneration and the profit from the total income of the firm. Then whether it will be treated as the gross receipt. Share of the profit of a partner of the total income of a firm excluded from his total income under section 10(2)(a). Right. Interest remuneration we have already discussed. This particular part, 1 crore. It will also be not covered by Zorabi and Irani. मिलिंद सोमन के साथ में इसने कुछ पिक्चरें या कुछ किए थे. I just remember Reza Zurabi. So this is the situation. What should be included, what should not be included. Now see, we will discuss one MSME 43BH close presentation and its disclosure. That should be, it's my view only. This is again in the interest of the members. Even you, if you have better way of presentation, so that it can be used for the entire fraternity in the best interest of the profession and with a great spirit of the profession. We all should share with each one. Right, so one by one I am discussing and then we'll wind up the session and we'll have a question answer session accordingly. So first I am just going through the 43BH. Right, this is 43BH. One more thing, very important discussion. 43BH, there are two clauses, clause 22 and clause 26. Clause 26 and clause 22. For 43B, there is a clause 26. And clause 22 is for the interest calculation for the micro small enterprises under MSME Act. Now, as per the notification issued in the March 2024, it was well covered that this particular disallowance of 43BH should be covered under clause 22, note 26. Mind it, friends, it should be covered under 22, note clause 26. Mind it, again repeating this, even though we have clause 26 for 43B, right, A, B, C, D, E, F, but for and G as well. But for the H purpose, there is a we need to disallow under clause 22. Even I need to take you through. We'll try to take out from the itself my book for 22 clause, page number 134. Wait for a while. This is the book I just recently drafted. 1111. About 1 clause 22, 134. This one. Listen me carefully. See, there is a, we will discuss it and its disclosure because this is a very hot topic in the market and how we should take a call. This is again my view only. Right. There is a key provision, section 23, interest part, section 16, that if buyers is not able to pay in the time which is specified, section 15 says within 45 days or 15 days you need to make a payment. Right. And section 22, very important. This is the disclosure. There is a disclosure, and this disclosure covered all the things by the auditor as far as Companies Act is concerned. Believe me, as far as tax audit is concerned, and auditor need to disclose late payment, accrued interest. We need to disclose. Interest is not allowable expenses, right? Auditor's responsibility, fine enough. I have mentioned step 2 reporting, how to report non-recognition of interest, right? Even the main step for reporting, before that auditor's responsibility, we need to verify section financial statement. disclosure, whether if we are not the statutory auditor, then being a tax auditor, we need to verify that, right? And any disclosure, if it require qualification, we need to report it in 22. And ask audit is very important to provide list of supplier comes under MSMED Act and change disclosure as per the above section. Very important point. Please do communication through my view. Again, I am just saying it's my view. At least communication through email. Mind it, at least communication through email. That when you can attach your March end creditors list and send it across to the client. Sir, these are the creditors outstanding as on March 2024. Could you please provide the list of the creditors, those who are well covered under MSMED Act for the purpose of Section 43BH clause? Sir, at present, Tamra sir, we do not have any facility to identify through PAN number that this is the micro, this is the small enterprises. We do not have.
Yes.
So at least being a professional, I should ask the assessee. He said, this is the list. Please provide me. Right? If you are getting any test check basis, any documents, then you need to be very careful. Like any invoice, it is written MSME number. We should be very careful. We should note it down and discharge our duty very carefully. And the provision as per the MSMED Act, right? So now this is very important. वैसे 3-4 पेजेस हैं पूरा डिस्क्लोजर के लिए, बट स्टिल हम थोड़ा सा रिस्ट्रिक्ट रखते हैं, डिस्कशन करते हैं. नाउ अमेंडमेंट, non recognition of the interest. If no interest is provided for or paid, no amount is inadmissible, right? If interest is not debited in the P&L account, then there is no requirement of disallowing it. See, I want to draw your kind attention regarding amendment in the Form 3CD. This is the notification issued on 5th March 2024. I will read it out for you. These two paragraphs. Please be with me. See, the Central Board of Direct Taxes issued notification on 5th March 2024, amending clause 26 of Form 3CD to include a reference to clause H, extending the reporting requirement for the delayed payment to micro small enterprises. Medium will not covered under this section. However, it was later found that the amendment did not specifically require reporting of the amount not paid within the due date as per the MSMED Act. Right? Within the due date, MSMED Act and 43B(a)(2)(g), it says if it is paid on before one due date as specified under section 139(1), it was not like that in the case of 43BH, right? So, corrigendum to the amendment, what it says a subsequent corrigendum issued by the CBDT again on 19th March 2024 corrected this oversight, and the corrigendum made changes to clause 22 of the Form 3CD and nullified the changes made to clause 26. Mind it, friends. Amended clause 22 requires the tax auditor to report disallowance under section 43BH. Friends, mind it. And interest on delayed payment to micro and small enterprises. This effectively separates the reporting of the delayed payment to micro small enterprises from other type of payment covered under section 43B, because A to G clause are different scenario, and the H single alone having a different type of disallowance and different type of due dates. So this is very important, right? So we need to disclose in clause. So my sum up is, implication is clause 26 will continue to deal with the payment covered A to G as I have already covered. Delayed payment to micro small enterprises liable to disallowed will not be covered under clause 22 but by clause 22, right? So it is well clear. So we all should know. Now I am just moving to this side. Now I am just taking one more typical situation that is really alarming to tax auditor. See, if you are able to see this particular notice, see, as per the audit report, I am just reading out. This is the notice why case should not be reopened. And the C, as per the notice report submitted by the assessee during the course of assessment proceeding before the assessee officer, it is noticed that as per the column number 31A close number, the tax auditor report the assessee has taken loan from the following 4 entities. And as per nutshell, I am just reading it out. Nutshell, it is says, this is 269 close. Amount of loan taken, maximum amount outstanding during the year, amount of the repayment as per 0, right? Balance appearing in the balance sheet, this one, and difference is this one. Getting my point? What they have find it out. They are saying in a next page of this show cause notice, it was says, listen me carefully, friends. Listen me carefully. The outstanding shown for these parties was, let's assume, 1 crore rupees. And in the balance sheet, it was shown 10 lakhs rupees. Reason being, it was repaid. Genuinely repaid. But somehow, mistakenly, during the year, repaid shown 0. So they identified this issue and said that if auditor has said no repayment is done, then how it is reflected in the balance sheet, meaning thereby इसका source आपने बताया नहीं है, ये कोई और source से payment हुआ है. Getting my point? Undisclosed sources, why your case should not be selected for reopening. अब आप देखिए कई बार हम ये 269 एसएस वगैरह को ध्यान नहीं देते और इट इज रियली आई ओपनिंग दिस टाइप ऑफ नोटिसेस. मतलब बैलेंस शीट से चेक हुआ, उन पार्टीज का बैलेंसेस निकला और इस पार्टी का आउटस्टैंडिंग आपने ऑडिट रिपोर्ट में इतना था, आपके बैलेंस शीट में इतना था. अब आप बताइए ये डिफरेंस कैसे है, मीनिंग देयर बाय यू हैव नॉट डिस्क्लोज द सोर्सेस. So it is very important, friends, very important. So we should be very careful while dealing with the tax audit and the respective clauses, right? So some observation was given by the ICI. We should take care of that as well. And we should discuss with our professional colleague if there is any situation that should be even taken with care. It is always better to discuss rather than pointing out not applicable and written out anything. Right? And now, one more thing, disclosure. I will put it on my LinkedIn as well, on my website as well. Some disclosure I will try to show. This is my view. We can have and might possible that you have again, better solution of this, because we need to give the disclosure. Sometime it happens. We are not receiving any information from the client, that disclosure part. This is the observation which I have seen. I'm just reading out. There will be a 3 situation. Disclosure in the para 3 or para 5 of 3CA CB. Test check and information. First situation is the test check and information and representation received from the client. In the course of audit, we conducted verification. Sorry, wait for a while. We conducted verification on a test check basis to verify disallowance under section 43BH of the Income Tax Act as per the clause 22. Our verification relied on the MSME classification provided by the audit and the representation made by the management. We did not independently verify the accuracy of the MSME classification because we do not have any mechanism with us. How can we independently verify it? Consequently, our assessment of the compliance with section 43B is based on the information and the representation provided by the auditee, management. Therefore, our opinion is dependent on the correctness of these classifications, representation, and adequacy of the samples that we have tested. Due to this limitation, the amount of disallowance mentioned in the clause 22 may not be accurate or complete. Our disclosure. Now, if there is no test check, then this is the full check, meaning thereby we are vouching 100% transactions and information received from the client itself. Now, in the course of audit, for the purpose of verifying disallowances, under Section 43BH of the Income Tax Act, as per clause 22, we have relied on the MSME classification provided by the auditee and the representation made by the management. We did not independently verify similar thing, verify the accuracy of the MSME classifications. Consequently, our assessment of the compliance for Section 43BH is based on the information and representation provided by the auditee management. Therefore, our opinion is dependent on the correctness of these classification and representation, not our test, because we are not doing test checking here. We are 100%. The difference between those is here you can see, and the adequacy of samples tested. This is test check. Here, full check. So we cannot write this is the test check basis and the adequacy of the samples. Right? Even I will cover a few points as well related to 43BH. This is very important and hot topic that we can discuss it out. Now the third situation is very critical. Unable to verify due to absence of the information and records. अब client दे ही नहीं रहा, तो हम qualified करेंगे. In the course of audit, we noted that the auditee does not maintain complete reports necessary to verify disallowance. Section 43BH of the Income Tax Act 1961. Consequently, we are unable to determine whether all amount claimed under this section have been correctly accounted for and duly paid within the specified time frames. This limitation restricts our ability to verify the completeness and the accuracy of the compliance with Section 43BH and thereby reporting to clause 22. As such, our report is qualified to this extent, not fully. Right? And of course, disclosure is there. This is my view, personal view. If you have a better disclosure, please share it across so that member at large can be benefited. Right? So, friends, this is the major things that we can discuss it about. As far as this reason being, our friends understand the cruciality of this particular 43BH. If your client is having outstanding, let's say individual client, let's say having outstanding of rupees 1 crore, it's not a big amount. Let's say 50 lakhs rupees. Those who are having 5 crores turnover, it's not a big amount. 5 crore turnover, 10%. 50 lakhs, if it is disallowance, then there will be a tax of 15 lakhs. Mind it, friends. Assessee बड़ा मुश्किल होगा उसके लिए. So, but बात ये है कि because of the assessee turbulence, we cannot deny our duty, responsibility imposed on our shoulder. We should go ahead with the exact law which is given, and we should interpret with the healthy spirit of the profession, right? To while disallowing the entire thing. And we need to be very careful while receiving all the information. If you want to have some point in the MRL, please do that and collect the same. Collect the engagement letter as well. Otherwise, anything that will come after 2 years, that how you will not disallow that, then we should have an answer. We should have an answer, friends. And you know very well, मेरे ख्याल से मेरे को कहने की जरूरत नहीं है. So being a professional chartered accountant, very professional, we should have entire supporting and the entire presentation from the client we should have, along with the MRL, along with the engagement letter. right? So this and one more thing, few points, only 5 minutes, then we will have a question answer session. Or with respect to 43BH, only a few points that we need to take care. Wait for a while. Only point to be kept in mind. Wait. Sir, it is visible. Point to be kept in the
Yes,
mind. Right. Point to be kept in the mind by the tax auditor while reporting amended clause 22. This is not the exhaustive but inclusive one. No prescribed reporting format, meaning thereby amount आपको breakup नहीं करना है. Not required. Total amount आपको डालना है. Tax auditor's opinion on the disallowability. Clause 22 requires the tax auditor to form an opinion on the disallowability of the payment under not just report delayed payment. जैसे कि हमने जो डिस्क्लोजर कमेंट दिए अभी जो हमने डिस्कस किए, right? Whether if they are not maintaining, then we need to write a qualified report. Verify amount are otherwise admissible, right? That's fine enough. No reporting of disallowance amount otherwise. If amount are not allowable under section 37 or are disallowable under 37(1), explanation section 40(40)(a), there is no need to report under section clause 20. Very important, friends. Let's assume some amount has not been disallowed because of the some other section, then again not required to disallow under clause 22, right? And reporting delayed payment as on 31st March 2024. Friends, if a check has been issued to clear the balance, we need to be very careful in this particular case, whether it is clearing or not in a due course of time. Right. Second thing, even we should not restricted our checking up to 31st March 2024 because of this section. We need to because if purchase has been done at the end of the March, we should even go up to 15th May statement, whether the check has been issued, have been cleared or not. Sir, it's again a cumbersome process. It's again a challenges for all the professionals who are sitting over here, and we are discussing. Thanks to ICI once again that why we are all are discussing through by these channels. Right, delayed payment made on before 31st March 2024. Friends, if any payment has been made within the year, there are no disallowance at all. Yes, definitely. Interest part will be there. Interest part will be there if any payment is over and above 45 days. Disallowance will not be there. Friends, there is again a confusion. If no disallowance, no interest. ऐसा नहीं है. Interest will be there if it is over and above 45 days. And what about those who are maintaining the cash basis accounting? Do you really think so? It will be disallowed? Do you really think so? Not at all, because it's on again on the cash basis. So whenever it was a payment has been done, it will be allowed on the payment basis. And then verification of the registration, identification of the MSM. It's again a challenge for all of us, right? Letter of engagement and audit engagement letter, friends. Here, ensure the engagement letter for the tax audit includes a statement on the entity's obligation to comply with the Chapter 5 of the MSMED Act, Section 43BH of the Income Tax Act, and the management responsibility to identify micro, small enterprises, supplier. Sir, आप सुन रहे हैं? Even MRL, engagement letter, कि भैया ये मैनेजमेंट की जिम्मेदारी होगी, हमारी नहीं है. Right, so these are MSME one from we can verify from Word there as well. So friends, I believe we have 20 minutes, so we can have a question answer session to wrap up the entire. So as far as this session is concerned, wait for a while. If anything is left from my side, I will try to wrap up within 1 or 2 minutes. This I have already covered. 43BH section I have dealt with. So thanks a lot as far as today's session is concerned. And we have discussed a lot of, we have not done with the each and every clauses because of the limitation of the time. Today's topic was the intricacies involved in the tax audit report. Right, friends, thanks a lot from my side. It's again, I believe, really helpful session to all of you to cope up with this last time requirement. Thank you once again. I'm just stopping the sharing and hand over the again session to our none other than Tamra sir. Sir, over to you.
Chair, there are not very many questions. 3 or 4 questions are there.
No issues.
43, one question is on 43BH, which we have already discussed in quite detail. So I don't think it needs further elaboration. There is one question from C. Ankita. She says that can partners CEO of a firm eligible to claim benefit of ADA? Yes. Can partners being CEO of a CA firm eligible to claim benefit of ADA?
I have already covered, and
Yes,
we
you have already covered.
Miraza's Zurabian case as well. Writ petition was filed and pronouncement by Bombay High Court in 2022 that partners
Right.
cannot run the business. It was the firm who can run the business. So, sorry, हाँ, ताम्रा सर थोड़ा सा आपका
अच्छा, एक सेकंड सर. Is it okay? Yeah. There is one more question from CA Pramod Ram, probably, that what if the HSC is trading in clots and speculation in shares, whether both should be clubbed and audit to be done? What is your reply to it, sir?
Sir, trading and
Speculation business. Speculation in shares.
Right. Speculative, since speculative and non-speculative, right? I believe those transactions.
Yes.
There.
Yes, exactly.
For as far as turnover is concerned, business definitely have a speculative business, non-speculative business, but and wider term business will club together. Like we have seen, if there is a one PAN number, as far as audit is concerned, turnover for audit is concerned, both will be taken together. So if after clubbing the turnover is exceeding 1 crore or whatever it may be, if satisfied, then tax audit will be done.
Right, sir. Is there anybody other question from any of the audience? He may unmute himself and please ask the question from the speaker, learned speaker.
Sir, even there is no question. I will try to read out ICA observation on respective clause, so all members can be benefited. I have with me. Wait for a while.
Okay, sir. We shall be grateful, sir. Please go ahead.
So just for few observation from my side, not my side, it's ICAI.
It's from ICI governance, yeah.
Even I need to incorporate, but still. Sir, there is a close to address of the SSC. So observation, it's again a very minute and very well observation that says while reviewing various tax audit report, it was observed that the address reported under this class was different from one mentioned in annual report or as registered with Ministry of Corporate Affairs. Very true, sir. Sometimes it happens, SSC provide a letterhead and sometimes the old address was reflected in the old document without verifying it with the from the government side and the updated address, which is mentioned only the address clause. This is the address. So clear observation is we need to check it from the ROC document.
Thanks.
And for clause registration numbers of the applicable indirect taxes. It was observed registration under all the other indirect taxes law which have been mentioned in the report issued under CARO have not been reported under this clause. क्योंकि CARO में भी इसका report होता है, तो even other audit report like statutory audit report from company's auditor we need to take care of. We need to check, cross check from where we can extract the information.
Right, sir.
Registration number indirect tax law, some of which are based on assessor's PAN, did not match with the PAN as reported under clause 3 of the form number 3CD. Very even alarming point. Even the number which was given, we all know that indirect taxes normally GST, in case of GST, number contains the PAN number, but it was not that was reported under the PAN. So it's again a very alarming point for all of us.
Right, sir.
related to clause 11, books of accounts maintained. For companies, no books of accounts have been specifically prescribed under section 44AA of the Income Tax Act or Rule 6F of the Income Tax Rule. In some cases, yes was reported, while no should have been reported under this clause, right? There is a no specific books have been defined for the companies. Yes has been reported, but no should be reported. Friends, mind it. In various cases, location of the maintenance of the books of accounts was not reported, while the same is the requirement of the format as well as the guidance note on the tax audit report under section 44AB, meaning thereby we need to report the address of the places where books of accounts are located, maintained, right? So it is again, also the fact that the books accounts are maintained in the computer system was not reported in the many cases. If computers are maintained in the computer, we need to report that as well, like lasers, etc. What are you maintaining? The various other relevant documents examined, such as bills, vouchers, receipt, debit note, credit note, inventory, register, agreements, orders, original purchase invoice, copy of bank statement, various agreements, contract, or any other documents on the basis of which preliminary entries are passed in the books of accounts have missed reporting in the various cases. Reference to such supporting evidence, relevant document is required to be made under subclause 11C, that is related to books of accounts. एक दो और लेता हूं सर, then we are proceeding for the winding up of the session. कुछ बड़े observations हैं that I am not taking care. Last, any sum paid to an employee and contribution received from the employee, clause 20. Right? While reviewing various tax audit report, it was observed that in certain cases, the details pertaining to the provident fund have been reported under clause 20B, but nothing was reported for the ESI fund. It should also be reported. While regular contribution to the same was clearly reflecting in the annual report of the company. Right? Also, due date reported for the relevant fund was not correct. In these cases, we have seen due date as per the respective date, we should report it. Either we are not reporting or reporting wrongly. So friends, there are again some, but these are the few instances where ICAI really guide us how to proceed with the drafting of tax audit report and the precaution we should take before we proceed and sign the audit report. Thanks a lot from my side. Thank you, Tamra sir. Thank you for your kind attention and the regularly keep eyeing on the speaker so that topic cannot be deviated at all for a single second. And thanks to our entire committee of members in practice, tech support, and our ICA, or none other than our members, those who have joined. Thank you once again. And you can write me.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for the time you have spared and the wonderful knowledge which you have shared with all of us. I'm sure that all the people present over here must have definitely have benefited a lot out of your expertise and means detailed analysis on the matter. I'm very much thankful to you. I'm also thankful to the members present over here for the time they have spared and they have listened with a keen eye over the video. I'm also thankful to CMP team for conducting such sessions quite frequently and means benefiting the members a lot at such quick instances. So thanks a lot, everybody. I'm really very grateful to you, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Tamra sir. Thank you so much, Abhishek sir. I hope members have got their answers to their queries, and likely in future we'll be connecting soon based on the feedback, sir. And I guess I have attended your session, so it was quite knowledgeable. I did like it. So thank you so much, sir. Thank you
so much, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you, Tamra sir. Thank you, Abhishek sir.
Thank you so much. Okay.
हाँ जी, आप